How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Tressa's Collectibles channel. We have rotated once again, so I'm Randall, aka Shizukatz.
I'm Simu, also known as Chairman.
And today we're going to be bringing you our next game for the Hololive Generation gameplay block. As some of you guys might have noticed, there are no new Climax Combos on the table, and I don't think either of these generations got any new Climax Combos.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so we're going to be repping some of the older Climax Combos. I have a couple that are some of the lesser seen, being the Mel Lv0 and the Hachima Lv3. But we're going really hard into the Act ability package this time around. We're going to be trying to use a lot of the new synergy cards, such as the, where's the Lv0? Lv0 Mel. This is a really strong new card out of the second set of Hololive, where you can give one of your characters on reverse salvage, and she also gives 1k when you use an act ability. So we're going to be trying to have some really high offensive and defensive numbers, which hopefully should do a pretty good job against your level 1 line, which does require being bigger.
Yeah, that's right. So the last time we looked at Gen 3 for our generation videos in Hololive Set 1, we were playing the TD package with Flare and Rusha from the TD. So this time we're looking at the booster combos from Set 1. This is Pekora, so Pekora level 1 combo, which is the pseudo fever per lane, and Marine. Everybody knows Marine. This, we've seen her plenty of times. The interesting thing about this deck is that it is running the complete Flare package with this really cool new early play Flare card. I've had a lot of success with this card in testing. I think it's really good, so excited to show off a little bit of what that whole package can do.
This should be a pretty interesting game. Maybe one of the things that I'll be trying to do during the game is try to hit you to exactly 1/6 like you would in like a Love Live Sunshine kind of matchup, as one of the best ways to prevent your opponent from playing an early play that requires a specific card in clock is just to not let them have any cards in clock. So we'll see what we can do about that when we get there.
Yeah.
So this should be a pretty interesting match for me, just because not really used to playing a deck that had a Hololive deck with no early game combo. We're going to be trying to cruise through the early game with no Climax combo, using cards like the 1/0 Mel and the Lv0 Mel back row to see if we can get enough advantage to survive through the mid game. We also have a pretty spicy level 1 with the Hachima, the one that can marker herself in order to be very large and get +1 soul. So we're not super incentivized to slam climaxes through the early game because we want to save them for our combos. So maybe the +1 soul from the Hachima will help us deal a little bit of extra damage.
All right.
And I will be going first.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Interesting.
Now, these are cards.
These are truly cards, yes.
Alright, I'm going to discard 4. We're going to discard the Climax we don't need, the level 3 we don't need, the level 2 we don't need, and a Hachima so that we can marker one when we draw another copy.
I'm going to go ahead and discard 3, 2 1/0 Marines, and a 1/0 Noel. Let's see if we can draw some zeros.
It's a lot of cards that sack other characters. You're running the Pekora in your deck that gets a marker so you can kill her over and over again?
Indeed I do.
Okay. Alright, let's begin the game. I will draw for a turn. Scooby-Doo. Do I want to clock that? I guess it's fine to clock. We'll clock the 2/1 Mel. This is a pretty big piece of our mid-game board, being one of our preferred back row. But we're going to clock it for now and try to come back to it later. Draw 2. Okay, we're going to lead off with a copy of our Matsuri Drop Search. If I have 2 or less stock, she becomes a 3k level 1. And we're just going to have that be our whole board for turn 1. So we'll direct attack for 2.
All right, 1, 2. Cancel on 2.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, draw for turn. Oh, that's a wonderful draw. I'm going to go ahead and clock this Noel. I do want it in the waiting room. And sometime in the near future, it is a bond target. We don't run too many of the Flare that bonds to it, but it's better to have it than to not.
It's a bond to a bond. Are you playing Rinmei-con? Where's my chart?
Where's my chart? Don't worry, it's not as complicated, so I won't be needing the chart. Oh, interesting. This is gonna be such a weird turn. All right, we're gonna open up with the Shirogane Noel level 0. I'm gonna reveal the top card of my deck. It's markerable. We were gonna put it underneath it face down as a marker. Gets +1 level and +1/5 power, 3K, and it also is a chase run. Oh no, it's
a chaser.
Oh, it's a chase runner. Yeah.
It's like Gil Thunder, except instead of gaining 2K power, she gains 1500 and 1 level.
And unfortunately, not big enough currently, but we can fix that with the Global 500 from the Shai Usada Pekora. And I'll also go ahead and marker a Hololive character from my waiting room, put it face down. Let's do this one, I guess. Does this make sense, actually?
You just marker something that you don't really need.
I'll marker this one. Just in case I trigger like a door and I want to salvage that or something like that. A lot of markers in this field. And we're gonna also play a copy of White Rabbit, Usada Pekora.
Gambler's Paradise.
Alright. Do I want to attack more than once here? Because I do have an extra. No, my hand's kind of low right here. I'm just gonna attack once.
Sure.
We're gonna front attack here. I'm 3/5 power. This will be 4.
Oh, speaking of triggering a door.
Alright.
Cancel.
Go ahead.
Alright, draw for a turn. We'll clock the level 3 Hachima that I just drew. Draw 2. Okay, we have a couple cards that we can use. I have an idea. We're going to play Matsuri Drop Search, a second copy that we had in our hand. We're going to pay 1, discard 1. We'll discard this Mel Lv0, and we're gonna search for Hachima Time Machine.
Oh, interesting.
So the Hachima has an effect where when she reverses her battle opponent, she can go to memory and then come back on the next turn. And also on attack, she can give 1500 anywhere.
Okay.
So in order to accompany this Hachima, we're gonna play another Hachima. So no matter where this Noel runs to, my Hachimas will be able to pile up their buffs on one copy to become 4500 and beat Noel and go to memory.
That's not very nice.
And that allows us to retain an attacker for our next turn.
Look how defenseless this Noel is. Why are you ganging up on her for?
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Okay, with that, we're not going to put our Matsuri up in the front row because otherwise she could run over here. We want the Hachimas to reverse in order to get the effect. So with that, I'll go to attack phase.
Go ahead.
Alright, so we'll direct attack here with this Hachima first. Use the effect to buff this one up to 3k. This will be for 2 in choice. I will... I think it's more important to keep the level 3 Hachimas out. Those will be crucial parts of our endgame. So I'm going to choice the 2/1 Mel.
To stock.
I'm going to stock the 2/1 Mel.
Alright, that's for 2 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take the 2 damage.
And then we'll front here with this Hachima, give 1500 to herself. This is going to be for 1.
That's for 1 damage, take the 1.
And then we'll use Hachima's effect to send herself to memory, and she'll come back next turn.
Alright, this goes into the waiting room. I'll draw for turn. Alright, I'll clock this 1/1 Flare. I don't think I'm going to use it in this matchup. I don't think you have any early play boards that I'm particularly scared of. And I'll draw 2 cards.
Yeah, the level 2 board is more or less looking to be level 2 Mels.
Interesting. Alright, do we pay for Pekora here?
This is going to be a choice that you make a lot this game.
So, I mean, I am going to either pay for Pekora or Brainstorm. My Brainstorm targets aren't terrible, but they're not particularly good either. Which has me thinking. You know what? Some people believe in this Pekora, and I'm just gonna try it. I've never actually never used this Pekora before. I don't personally think it's that good, but why not? 1, 2, and 3.
Oh my god!
Never mind. I guess it's pretty good. All right.
Just hit.
So, oh wait.
You shuffle?
Oh, I shuffle first.
And then you blindstalk 2.
And then I'll blindstalk 2. Wow.
Wow.
Never mind. Maybe this Pekora's pretty good.
This gambler.
I mean, what else am I gonna use with my stock? Every game is Mari, and I have like no mid game, so like, I might as well just gamble.
I mean, usually I feel like you would want to get a solid foundation before you start doing that. Because, like, I feel like if it goes wrong from an early point in the game, then it could just snowball.
I think with my hand, it was fine if I did that.
Okay.
Here, so.
I don't know your hand, obviously, so...
Alright.
I'll believe you on that.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and brainstorm as well, just to put that stock to get some good use. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice, good mills, good mills. And we'll go ahead. So that's 1500 power.
Yep.
This Marine will be able to beat over it. And for the other 2 attackers, why not just play 2 more of these girls?
Okay.
All right.
Peko.
Okay. All right. I'll go into attack phase here. Front attack here for 1. Trigger for the 1.
Take the 1.
All right. Direct attack here for 2. Trigger for door. Oh no, actually.
Oh no.
A little bit of an oh no. What am I getting? Oh, actually, this is potentially pretty good.
Okay.
Grab that one, and this will be for 2.
1, 2. Take the 2.
All right, and then direct attack here for 1, 2. Trigger for.
Whoa. Whoa.
For 3.
1, 2, 3. Take the 3.
Okay.
We don't need green in this deck, so we're going to be looking to level yellow and red. Honestly, I think the best target here to level for yellow is going to be the Matsuri. And I'm just going to hope I get red, I think. Alright. Start a draw phase.
Okay.
Draw for turn. Oh, hey, look, red.
Oh, nice.
Draw 2. Okay, let's see. What is our plan here? So part of the plan is definitely that we're going to want to pay that Climax out. We have all of the cards to do the job. So we'll play level 1 Mel. We'll move our drop search up to the front row. And we'll play our 2 back row, which are going to be the Matsuri level 0 and the Mel level 0. So we're going to start with a Matsuri Brainstorm.
Okay.
We'll pay 1, Brainstorm 4, and then for each Climax we hit, we get to salvage 1. We hit 1. I'll take this opportunity to grab a level 2 Mel for our mid game.
Okay.
And then upon using an act ability, multiple cards on our field activate their effects. The level 0 Mel gets to give 1k power to one of my characters. Sure, we'll give it to the Hachima in the middle.
Sure.
And then also the level 1 Mel gets plus 1500 power, and when she attacks, I reveal the top card of my deck. If it's level 1 or higher, I get to put it into stock for free.
Okay.
We'll also use level 0 Mel's other effect, pay 1, and rest her. Choose one of my characters. I'll choose the level 1 Mel. And when she reverses her battle opponent, I get to salvage 1.
Nice.
Alright. Considering that you just triggered 2, I'm pretty inclined to play this sideways card.
Uh-oh.
So we'll play a choice, and we'll go into our attack phase. We'll start with the Mel. We'll use her on attack effect to reveal the top card of our deck. It is not a level 1 or higher, so we don't get free stock, but this is going to be for 2.
Alright, a 1 and a 2. I'll take the 2. What do I level here? Ideally, I want to level blue, but all the blue cards in my clock are kind of good, so let's just level yellow for the time being. Go ahead.
Okay, and then with the on reverse salvage, I'm going to grab a 2-1 Mel.
Okay.
Okay, next, let's go front attack with the Matsuri. This is going to be for 3k for 2.
1 and a 2. I'll take the 2.
And then front attack with the Hachima. On attack, I will give 1500 to herself, making her 4k for 2.
1 and 2. Take the 2.
And we will ship her off to memory once again.
Alright, so for encores, I will not encore those 2, and then I'll think about the Marine here. So I need to use 2 stock this turn. Yeah, I think I have to use the Marine. Marine effect. On Centurion, pay 1, put the top card of my deck in the clock. Look at up to top 4 to add a Hololive character. So let's check. 1, 2.
Oh, just double checking. I thought she was Clock from Waiting Room, but she's top card.
No top card, yeah.
Okay.
3 and 4. No level 1 Pekoras, which is what I was looking for there, but
there is only 1 left, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I'll grab the 3-2.
Okay.
Alright, and I'll start my turn. Draw for turn. Alright, I think, oh man, this is kind of rough. If I clock, draw 2, brainstorm. I just want to get rid of this card. It's kind of hard to discard it in this deck. It seems. Do I even have ways to discard it? I do. go ahead and clock this Marine. I'll draw 2.
All right, and now at start of main phase.
I am not gambling.
Not this time?
Not this time.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and play the 1/0 Marine first. We're gonna use her on play effect to send the Pekora to waiting room. Pekora comes back with the marker, and I'll reveal the top card of my deck. Wow! Add that to hand.
Was that a 1/0 Pekora?
That was a 1/0 Pekora.
Holy.
That's kind of good. And then I'll go ahead and use this Brainstorm. Pay 1. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Alright, salvage 2.
Another Pekora?
That does seem like a pretty good option here. Do I have any costless discard outlets? Did I not put costless discard outlets in this deck? Uh-oh. Maybe I should have done that. Yeah, that's pretty funny actually. Why is Climax Swap not up to 1 Climax? Huh.
An excellent question.
I think we still might go for this line because we can at least swap the climaxes in our hand for the.
So how many of each are you out right now?
I'm out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm out 6, so 3 of each. I think because we're gonna be super overhand anyways. So I think if we do it this way, we can at least get. Or we could just go for hand compression, right? I mean, like, let's see here. Let's just pretend we play this, do this, play this card, get 2 more, discard down to like, holy, discard like 3. Is that even? That seems kind of. That doesn't seem that good. Well, I mean, it's like 3 extra compression, right? Compared to like if I did this, I would lose 2 compression. Yeah, let's just go for, okay, let's just do this and then get some card that we don't want to be in our deck, the next deck. So like maybe, I don't really want to draw this anymore.
Okay.
We'll add that and then we'll discard it down a hand size later. Okay, I think this is probably the play. Yeah, this probably makes some sense, perhaps. Yeah, I didn't have an extra Pekora to play either. Alright, this is good. Okay, this will pump that. Yeah, this will be good. Okay, we'll go ahead and play the 1Q1. And let's go ahead and front attack here, pumping 2000 power to this Pekora.
Yep.
That'll be for 3 damage.
1, 2. Cancel on 2.
Alright, refreshing with 6. Yeah.
And it didn't occur to me till now, but what if from your second salvage, what if you took a new Pekora level 0 and then played over this one and then markered a card?
Oh, that could.
Because that gives you a new Pekora marker to sack, and then it also is technically plus compression, right?
It's equal.
Because you marker, right?
Yeah, but then I -1 from hand. So it's because right now I have an extra card in my hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's technically equal compression, but it does recycle the Pekora, which is, yeah, that's not bad actually. Refresh point. I'll go ahead and level up the Marine. This is our only red card other than 3/2 Marine. Turns out there's just not a lot of red in Gen 3 for some reason. Okay, 1, 2, 3 here, going for 3 damage.
1, 2, 3. Take 3.
Alright, we're gonna use the Pekora combo. Look it up to top 4. I mean,
you need to clock that anyway.
we're pretty compressed. I don't think there's a reason to keep going. What's my compression? Let me just count. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 23, 6 and 23. Yeah, we're just gonna grab this. And then I think we can assign 1000 power anywhere.
Yeah, 1000 anywhere cross turn.
Cross turn. I think we're just gonna pump it all into 1.
Okay.
Just to, in hopes of allowing at least one of them to survive. So here will be for 2 damage.
1, 2. Level up.
All right.
And oh, I don't want to level Hachima level 3. I really don't. salvages. It salvages after I top check 2 and add 2. And stock 2. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I wouldn't be able to grab from the second one. Oh, I don't want to level any of these. Why couldn't there be like a 1-0 Hachima in here that I could level?
You can level green.
I don't need green.
Oh, you don't need.
There's no green.
Oh, okay.
All the green is this card and like this card.
I thought you were running maybe like the 1/1 back row, but
nah, because our back row is already filled up with these
that,
two, and then the new 2-1.
Yeah, you're right. Wait. If you're not going for red, you might as well just level that.
We'll level red later, surely,
Yeah.
surely.
I mean, you don't need to play red at level 2, right?
Nah.
Yeah. So you have an extra 7 cards to get, and then I'll use the effect.
Yep.
Add a hand.
Yep.
And then discarding 3 to hand size.
Oh, and power word.
Oh, power it to self.
Okay.
Alright, so discarding these 2 for sure. Checking the waiting room. Let's discard this one. And we will go ahead and pass turn to you. Go ahead.
Okay, draw for turn. So the awkward part about this deck state is that I want to have salvage targets for my 2-1 combo, but I might refresh. I think probably the best course of action is just to clock, draw 2, and then brainstorm. That might just be it. Brainstorming will put more targets into my waiting room. Alright, let's clock this 1-0 Mel.
Okay.
Draw 2. And let's see. I'm really wishing that 1-0 Mel on the last turn had hit. I would be able to brainstorm and I would be able to set up triple Mel on my board. But with this board, with this setup, I can't put triple Mel out. So we'll have to make do with double. Which one of my back row should I promote? Well, if I'm using the brainstorm, then I have to promote the level 0 Mel.
Right.
Yeah, seems like that's going to be the plan. So I will brainstorm here.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Before I. Nah, I don't need the 1k buff from this. I was gonna say like I should play the 2-1 before I use an active ability so I can give 1k pump, but I don't need it.
Yeah, if you don't need it, you don't have to go for it.
Yeah. So we'll brainstorm, and this is going to hit 1.
Okay.
And then I have some red that I can clock.
Oh, and 2 copies of the 1-0 Hachima.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end up salvaging the 1-0 Hachima.
Oh man.
I don't think it's going to make it onto the board this turn necessarily. We'll have to see.
It's good red color and
Just make sure I have a 2-1 Mel in here. Okay.
Oh, this comes back, right?
Oh yeah, that comes back. Yeah, you are correct. Okay, 1k here.
Okay.
Alright. So I'm refreshing 6, missing 1 of each.
Okay.
Refresh points. That's not red. We'll grab the Hachima.
Yeah.
And 1k here.
Sure.
Let's see.
You could just like hard play 2 Mels without the back row.
I could, but the back row makes them bigger.
That's true.
So I think we will do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually play over the Matsuri because I know that I can get this back when I use the combo.
Oh.
And then I can use this for potential more power.
Yeah.
So we'll play the 2-1 Mel. We'll use her on play effect, pay 1, discard 1 card. We'll discard this Aki Rose and search our deck for a 2-1 Mel combo. And place it directly onto stage.
Nice. And then it's also a level support, I believe?
Yeah.
And then what's the third?
I can rest her to give one of my characters 1k cross turn.
Okay.
We'll play another Mel from our hand.
Okay.
And then we will rest the Mel to give 1k cross turn to the one in the middle.
Okay.
And then go into Climax.
Yes.
So our board right now, size-wise, so when I used this act ability, both of these Mels gain 500 power times the number of my other. So these are 7-5, 8-5, 9-5, 11-5, 12-5 on this one.
Yeah.
And then this one is 15, 2-5, 3-5, and then when she buffs herself, she'll be 5k to go over your 4k.
Yeah, a 4-5.
4-5, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Go
So
ahead.
we will front here. I'll give power to herself. This is going to be for choice. We'll choice to stock here. I'll choice a 2-1 to stock.
Yeah.
And this is for 2.
1, cancel on 1.
We'll go to memory.
Okay.
We will front attack here. This is going to be for 2, 3.
1, 2, and 3. Take the 3.
Okay, now we'll use Mel's ability. When her battle opponent becomes reversed, if I have the Climax in the Climax area, I get to look at 2 cards from the top of my deck, choose up to 2 characters from among them, send them to stock in any order. I'm going to put the Mel first and then the Hachima second so that I can try to pay this out, maybe get it back. And then I also salvage 1.
Okay.
With the salvage, we'll get back the Monstery Brainstorm.
Yep.
And then with the second one, we will front attack here for 2.
1 and 2, cancel.
And then we use the combo, look at 1, look at 2. We get to send both of them. I'll send the drop search. I'll send the brainstorm first, then the drop search.
Sure.
And then I will salvage Fubuki Fukujiro for some potential deck speed on the next turn.
All right. Will not encore any of these. Stand and draw for turn. Oh, interesting. I'll go ahead and clock the level 0 Noel.
Yep.
Draw 2. Oh, wow. All right. Start main phase.
Yes.
It's time to gamble.
Okay.
1.
Okay,
2,
Pekko.
3. I'm so compressed right now. You have no idea.
Oh my
All
god. I can't wait for you to blind stock 2 climaxes.
That's actually not bad, I think.
Sam, as he cancels twice, I'm so compressed right now.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
Those were 2 last card cancels, I think.
I was expecting a triple cancel, honestly. I had so much compression. Fair tap.
Alright, go ahead.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Blind stock 2.
Alright, and now entering into my main phase, I'll go ahead and early play the Flare. Flare early play condition is the Noel and clock. I'll pay 2.
Alright, what do we got?
Nothing.
2 clean!
Wow. And then she has 2 effects on play, or she has 1 effect. I can choose one of 2 modes. I either can heal, or I can put the top card of my stock into the waiting room, draw up to 1 card, then choose one of the first set 3-2 Noel to play from my hand. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to pay my stock. I'm going to draw 1 card.
Yes.
And then I'm going to play the 3-2 Noel from hand. Now the reason why it is this weird wording of like playing it from hand is because this way I can activate the Noel on play effect, which gets it 4,500 power cross turn, and you can't use backups during this card's battle. And so your Mels are going to be very dead, probably. How big is this one?
So this one's 8-5, this one's 9-5.
Okay.
And then I have, both of them have Act 15 because I have 3 other characters, and then I also have Act 1k on this.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and move that Pekora to the front row, and we're going to play another Brainstorm Pekora in the back row. And now I'm just trying to think about what I want to do here.
9 deck?
9 deck. My compression is not bad actually. So I think we're being chilling. I think we're just gonna go ahead and play a sideways card.
Sure.
And go into combat. So we're gonna front with the Flare first. I'm not worried about anti-change in this particular matchup because
Gen 1.
Gen 1, we're not playing with that. Otherwise, I would attack here first. I want to save this for later, just so if I trigger climaxes, I can use her on attack to pay the climaxes out. So this will be for 1, 2, 3, trigger for 3, and I'll salvage. Sure.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna Mel counter. This is gonna put me up to 10, 5, 12k, 13k.
Okay.
And then I use the Mel counter effect.
Yep.
Real top card of my deck. If it's a character, I add it to my hand and discard a card. We'll just discard this right after. And this is for 3.
For 3.
1, 2, 3, take 3.
Alright, I'll direct attack here with the Pekora for 1, 2, 3, trigger for 4.
1, cancel.
Alright, I'm going to front attack here. Climax is in the waiting room.
3, and then
3, and you triggered 1, so 4. How many cards in deck?
like 15, 16.
16. Like, okay-ish compression. I'm trying to think if I just want to pay stock. I mean, I'm not really using anything for stock later. Like, I only need 4 stock for triple Marine, so like any extra stock is not really doing anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay 2.
Sure.
So ICTL 3. If there's a climax, you burn 1. You don't do anything. All right.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. Trigger for 4. I'm not gonna salvage. Go ahead.
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And I'm reverse.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Start draw phase. Hachima comes back. Draw for turn. That is just the card I want to see. Okay, let's take a look at the board right now. So you are 9, 5, 14, 5.
14, 5, yes.
14, 5. All right, so my Mel is 7, 5, 8, 5 in front of level assist, plus 1k for if I rest this, so 9, 5. If I have full board, she'll go up to 11, 5. Plus 1k from this, 12, 5. Plus 15 from this, 14k.
You're off by 500.
And then I can rest Matsuri Brainstorm.
Oh, is that the line? All right.
That is the line.
All right.
And I'm going to clock.
Okay.
So we'll clock this Hachima that I got last turn.
Sure.
This is a better red than that anyway. So.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we also got another card that we want for our late game.
Okay.
All right. So we will. Actually, I don't need to use the Matsuri. I can use this second copy of Mel.
Oh, that works too. Yeah.
Because that'll put me up to right. That's the math's correct one. 8.
Yeah. You're 500 up if you do this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just double check. Hold on. 8, 7, 5, 8, 5, 9, 5, 10, 5, 11, 5, 13, 5, 15. Okay. Yeah. All right. Rest this power here.
Yep. All the power there.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything here.
All right.
All right. Front here. You can't use backups.
Sure.
For 1.
I'll take that.
Oh wait, no, wait, hold on. I have to attack here first.
Oh,
I have to attack.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, attack here, power here,
Sure,
front for
sure.
1. Yeah.
Sure. I'll take the 1.
Okay. And then we send this memory.
Okay.
All right, now we attack here.
Okay.
For 1. 1 and door.
Okay.
Where's my Hachima? I'll grab a Leaf counter.
Okay. I mean, your Hashimas are in stock. Or at least one of them is.
All right, so that's for 1.
Cancel.
And then a direct here for 2. 2.
Oh man, that's the last climax.
Okay.
Alright, level up on a blue. It's a little unfortunate. I didn't really want to level the blue there. Alright, I'm going to draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is kind of interesting. This is really interesting. Do I just go for lethal here? That's the question. That's kind of boring, but like, how many cards are you out?
There's 4 in waiting room. There's 2 in my stock. I have 3 cards in deck.
You didn't play a climax from hand, so I expect at least 1 climax to be in there. I think because that's the case, I think I want to do this play. Okay, I'm not going to clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to play 3/2 Flare from hand.
Okay.
I'm going to draw a card.
Pay 1.
Pay 1.
Pay 1.
Draw a card.
Free play Noel.
Refresh, and then free play Noel.
Okay. How well does this work though? Because like you go down to 1 stock, you can't use Noel's ability on first attack.
I think it'll work fine.
Okay. If you like front for 1 with some random attacker
Yeah.
and then that sticks,
Yeah, that's my thought process.
then you just icy tail me and I level up.
Yes, and if you cancel, then I know that the bottom 2 are clean. in which case I don't have to Icy Tail, and it'll still just
Yes.
be a big attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thought process.
And you guarantee clear my board.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, was this was part of yours?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. That was definitely part of yours.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
hold on. Yeah.
And I'll play the Noel.
I looked at my hand and I looked up. There's like a card on my table, and we're using the same sleeves.
Oh yeah, we're already using the same sleeves. All right, refresh. Already play condition again. Nice. Let's see here. I think we can just play the
You went back with how many, by the way?
7.
Okay.
Missing a door.
Yeah.
We're just gonna play the Noel, and we're not gonna use any of her effects here. I'm gonna go ahead and you do have leaflet counter, but I don't think I'm worried about that for this lane. I'm gonna front here for 1 damage.
Do I want to give myself a 66% chance to cancel? I do.
Okay.
I'm down. Pay 1.
Sure.
Can I make that?
Huh?
You are. Oh no, you
6K?
gain power. You gain power based on my board. So I was gonna say, could I potentially counter to become higher than this? But I cannot.
Oh, your opponent has, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm 6K.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I cannot get enough power.
I don't think you can.
We'll give power here for fun.
Okay.
All right. Leaflet counter effect. Add to hand.
Okay.
Ditch.
All right.
Cancel.
All right. Pretty good.
Yes.
All right. And I'm just assuming that you. How many? Oh, actually, Climax is in waiting room. So
There are 5.
What kinds?
2 doors, 3 choice.
Okay, and then so the last card is a door. I'm just gonna assume it's in your hand. So here's for 3.
It is indeed in my hand.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going back 5.
Yeah.
Refresh points. We'll level the red finally for 3, 2, 3.
All right, and then for attack here, 14. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 14 and no backups. So for 2, 3.
Ooh. I wonder what would happen if you icy tail.
I wasn't gonna have this here.
1, 2.
Oh.
Okay, this is dead.
The world will never know.
The world will never know. Draw for turn. The answer is
You have canceled.
yes. Okay. We're going to not clock, obviously.
Yes.
And we're going to play 2 Hachimas.
Okay.
Pay 2. And, oh, this comes back.
Yes.
And these have the on-play heal.
Yep.
So we'll heal.
Wait. These. Oh yeah, these have the on-play. The salvage is on the combo. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. I do kind of want to try to get another Hachima.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Let's do this. I'm going to. So let's see. Middle is 14.
Yes.
If I buff here, this gets 1k times all their whole.
Yeah.
These get huge.
They're huge. Yes.
Okay. 1k cross turn here.
Yeah.
1k here.
Yes.
Pay 1
Right
here.
there, okay. Brainstorm.
Matsuri.
Okay.
Matsuri, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Okay.
Pay 1.
Okay.
Hit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Grab it.
Get Hachima.
Yeah. Heal.
Play. Heal 1. Hachima.
All right.
Okay. And I think we're good.
You can triple. Yeah.
We can indeed triple. Okay. Hachima. So
Alright.
her Climax combo is on attack. If I have a full board, I pay 1, burn 1, salvage 1.
Wait, not yet.
We're gonna be getting this.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna be getting this. All right. Let's front here first.
Yeah.
Pay 1, burn 1,
Yep.
salvage 1
Okay.
for 3.
And would you like to remind the audience how big this center Hachima is?
9k. 1, 2, 3, 4, 14, 13, 14, 15, 5, 16, 5. I think.
No, 17.5.
17. Oh yeah, because the melt.
Yeah.
All right, 17, 5
All right. So for 3.
for 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. What the? Oh.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, we're
All
so in it.
All right. Front here. Pay
Yeah.
1, burn 1,
Okay.
salvage 1.
Uh huh.
Doesn't matter what we get here. We'll grab
A character? Sure.
We'll grab this.
Okay.
This is follow-up.
Okay.
For 2, 3.
Uh-oh.
Or 4.
Yeah, 4.
4.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh! Side attack angle.
Uh-oh.
Side attack. Pay 1. Burn 1. Oh my god. Okay. We'll get a Leafa counter here.
Uh-huh.
Siding for 2. 2.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, the burn one.
The burn 1.
American sniper. All right. Well, I mean,
the Australian sniper.
Oh, sorry, Australian sniper. I mean, my turn was gonna be really boring. I mean, so like,
Triple Mario.
We didn't need to talk about this, right? Oh man.
Okay, honestly, for my first time ever playing both of these Climax combos, these are underrated Climax.
This combo is so good.
This combo is actually
Nobody
so
understands
good.
how good this was until I was testing it for Ayame, right? And I was like, wait, this combo is actually so good.
Dude, I read the card. I was like, oh, this gains 500 per other, right? Nope. This gains 1,000 per other. This card is just massive.
Yeah, no, it's huge. Yeah.
I definitely think that this deck was honestly like a ton of fun to play.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much the addition. The addition is honestly kind of obnoxious, but yeah, the Climax combos seem really good. This one obviously you had to hit the top check for the stock, but I mean I had so much stock that turn.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to salvage off of reversing that, but
you could.
Yeah, I definitely did that, but
yeah.
For not having a level 1 combo, the combination of the Monstery Brainstorm and the Mel Lv0 are really strong. And then also having the flexibility of whether or not you want to use your level 1 counter to defend your level 1 Mel board based on whether or not you think you're going to cancel a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty nice. In that case, I just chose not to salvage the level 1 Brainstorm or level 1 counter because I had a lot of deck left with very few climaxes. I think I had 2 climaxes in 16 or something.
Yeah.
And so I was definitely expecting to go to level 2 that turn, so I just decided to grab more cards from my mid game.
Right.
But yeah, this is a pretty fun deck to play.
Yeah.
And then Hachima level 3, giving you the resources to actually just use the counter defensively. It's pretty cool.
I think that's cool. I really want to experiment more with this, in particular because I bought a bunch of foils expecting Ayame to be good, and now I just have a bunch of foil Hachimas. But I mean, I think it's something like maybe even like an ASCII Hachima deck where you stand by her out early and then just kind of start using a combo at level 2 to get defensive tools and incremental damage. I think would be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I think for this deck, I showed most of the cool stuff in this deck.
You got to do some gambling.
The gambling, showed off the early play, which I think is just still really good. Like that early, being able to summon this out at level 2 is fantastic. It's like Shirogane at home, except yeah, it's Shirogane.
You get another big body alongside the Shirogane, right?
Yeah, and then and then being able to tap with this first means that you don't have to worry about anti-change counter on either of your level 3s for the first attack. And then if they do want to anti-change on this attack, the threat has already been already attacked. So
and they have to still deal with
exactly.
This
so anti-changing this isn't really that valuable at that point. So I really like this.
Another thing that I think is really cool about this one is that for matchups where you don't need to go into the Mel. So if your opponent's playing
Noel,
or not Mel, Noel.
Yeah.
If you know you don't need to go into the Noel, then your opponent's just gonna play weenie strats.
Yeah.
You can just play this as a normal early play healer. In which case you would want to level swap the Noel to the bottom by using the 2-1.
2-1, yeah. It's here somewhere. I think only 1 is necessarily because it's pretty easy to get to it. But yeah, playing this, you can swap the Noel to the bottom instead of the top, and that way you can just heal all this damage on top
off the top.
Yeah, and have the Noel still be there for the early play condition. Yeah, pretty cool. I think that's everything.
Yeah, so we have what other new cards do we have in here? So we do have the new Noel, which does synergize well with the Pekora because it's one of those cards that sacrifices another one of your characters. One other thing, the level 1 Marine, it's actually pretty close to a card that already existed in Gen 3, which was the level 1 Rushia from the first gen.
Yeah.
With 2 notable differences, one of them being this one doesn't ignore color, whereas the Rushia did.
Yeah.
Which she kind of needed to because she was the only green character in a generation that had yellow, blue, and red.
Yeah.
But this one can also give power to herself, which I think is a really nice change up.
Yeah. And I believe it gives a 2,000 power flat bonus instead of the
it's not
Ruxia,
based on
which is-
your board.
Yeah, based on board state. And the reason why it's in this deck is because these are the only 2 red cards. So
The only 2 red cards in the deck.
yes, or and this. So one of these has to end up in your clockwork level at some point, and this is the best one.
Yeah. What I think is actually pretty nice is that, and this is something that I didn't actually think about until right now, seeing that there's so few red in the deck, is that let's say you like already have the Noel like somewhere in the middle of your clock. You can probably like play Noel, swap the bottom of your clock for red, and then you can level that for when you go to level 3.
Right.
So that's also pretty cool.
A lot of cool clock and board manipulation in this deck.
Yeah,
specifically.
If only the level 0 Maureen did clock from waiting room like I thought she did, it would be so easy to secure red.
It'd be so easy.
Okay, I think we showcased just about everything. I think probably the only thing that I didn't do was from our tips video. There was one particular interaction between these 2 Matsuris. A lot of people tend to run like the Oski or Oski and JP, but the Miko drop search, when you want to choose a drop search, because that one's just 3,500 flat power. But one neat interaction that you can do is that because this game's 1 level, you can buff 1,500 power.
Oh, that's cute.
And coincidentally, you can actually also do this with the level 0 Noel, because she gains +1 level.
Level 1 as well.
Okay, I think that just about sums up our game here for Gen 1 versus Gen 3. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and maybe learned something new about these 2 decks, got some inspiration for your own builds. And until next time, this has been Randall, aka Shizukatz.
And Simu, also known as Chairman.
And this has been the Tressa's Collectibles channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!